Привет из Дубая. С вами передача «Голубь мира», где разбираем крутые навыки. Спрашиваем на английском, отвечаем на русском. Подтягивайте язык или смотрите перевод в тайм-кодах. Let's talk about sexuality and let's start with the definition.
Sexuality, this is a part of our behavior. If we want to continue our family tree, we should be married or go to the wed, and then we should have a child. And how to meet with someone? We should show to everyone that we are ready to be married, or maybe sometime to get a partner for a short period. And sexuality also help us when we do some business deals. If the person is tired and looking like a very undynamic, no one will believe that you have money, you have good thoughts, and you are a successful one. But if you will in a good mood, if you will smile, and if you will show to everyone that you are ready to everything, maybe to some adventures, you could find partners for anything, for business, for bed, and for breakfast.
So we covered a couple of things that might be demonstrating your sexuality, but what other pillars or maybe things that you need to do or need to have in your mind in order to, like maintain it and demonstrate in the proportion when it's needed?
Maybe again I will need some help with translations. First, you should be healthy. You should show your hair, your skin, your eyes, your lips, your thumbnails, and if it is okay, this is first stage. Second, smell. If you have, for example, smell from your teeth or from your mouth, that will distract some people from you. Third, you should be moving like an animal, so you are not like a turtle, but you are like a panther, or I don't know, jaguar. So you are going, and everyone should understand that you could hit, you could run, you could fight for something, even for food, even for drink.
And obviously, there might be a different aspects of those behavior patterns. So maybe we just like quickly can go through them one by one. So for example, let's say like when we do communicate to our partners, regardless like of their gender, there should be something in our like a face expression. Maybe it's like a look or the way we put our jaw or the way we speak. So what are the aspects of communication part when we do want to show our sexuality?
Okay, let's assume that we talk with the same gender person. For example, I am talking with a guy. It would be very strange if I will smile, or I don't know how to say, to build eyes, строить глазки.
Yeah, make a nice.
To make an ice, it will be very funny. Or for example, if I will offer to pay for food or for a drink, but it would be quite okay if I will do this with a young girl. By the way, the young girls sometimes use their sexuality not to go to bed, not to have a sex, but to have some things. For example, in Dubai, I have learned that there are a lot of girls who will write you down in your messenger, and they will ask, will you meet me for this bag? And they also will add, okay, this bag cost like $3,000. Yes, it's Chanel, but I am not promising sex immediately. I will see you, and I will take my bag, and if you are okay, maybe we will go to the bed. So this is not constant, so this is not a promise. Third way, for example, sometime you will come to a hotel or to restaurant, and you will see that hostess or people on concierge desk, or maybe some other places, they will look you by a special view. They will attract you, but not to have a relationship, but to invite you, for example, to show, to massage, to some fancy dinner, and so on. So sex and sexuality, it's quite different. Sex is just a short period of time, and people more often think about sex than they have them. I wrote, so I read the research, and they were written that men think about sex like 7 times per hour, but have it not more than 3 times per day.
Well, it's quite interesting observation. And if we move to another aspect, so probably some people also may be having, I would say, like a different type of the restrictions, whether it's like a really religious, I don't know, even the social one, or even the something that they might be having in their body that would prevent them, or maybe it could be some sort of like a blockers that they also developed or that being developed into them. So how to deal with this and how to make sure that, like you can show it and you also can control it if needed, because sometimes, like you don't need to be like 100% there. You just need to also support some sort of probably like a mysterious kind of a spirit.
There are several steps. First, you could find this in a lot of situations when women and girls, they wear something black on the head. This is head, and I know this voile. Yes, that's name of voile.
Probably could call like this.
And everyone will understand that maybe this girl or woman has been not so long on funerals, or maybe she lost someone. Second, for example, if you are a man, you could go and you should use, like, I don't know how to спотыкаться.
Like a hiccup.
You could go like hiccup, and also you could make pain on your face, and everyone will understand. Maybe you have something in a military base, or maybe you have something in a sports zone, or maybe you just was hit by someone. So you could avoid sexual relationship if you will behave in this way. But for example, in another way, you could use some kind of clothes. Some girls when they attend the same gym as me, they have almost nothing on the body, and they are trying to color lips and to make I don't know how to say full makeup, and it's very strange why they going in such a clothes. Or there is also Russian joke. One man came at approach to the woman and suddenly asked, "Let's go to the bed," and she was very severe and answering him, "You are so direct. You really think I'm thinking about sex right now?" And this man was looking around and saying something like this: "You came to exhibition of carburetorов, machine parts, car parts. So you are sure thinking about sex."
Well, yeah, this is funny enough. And sometimes this, like this skill also could be, like applied to us. So let's say when someone is hunting for our brain, for our money, for like anything else, or maybe like a favor that they need. So how to put the defendants if we need to, like if we need to do this.
I have been looking several times how people from hugest Russian bank, its name is Sberbank, hunt for programmers from Yandex. I was working on the project with Yandex, and daily we were having lunch in the same cafe where a lot of people from Yandex do the same, because it is quite close, like maybe 50 meters from the main entrance. Suddenly, I found that almost every day, several girls looking very sexual, they are trying to talk with guys. And these guys, they are quite artisan. So they have a hair without hairdress. They have talking just about some variables and some procedures and formulas and SQL language and so on. And these girls were trying to sit with them. And I was thinking that they want to eat. In Russian language, there is a word is тарелочница. I don't know how to say, plate girl. This girl wants to be paid after she eats in restaurant and do nothing. This just make an eyes, eat with the guy. He will spend time nicely, and then this girl will run away because she already fed. But suddenly I realized that almost each day these girls are trying to hunt down boys to work on another company.
Well, this is actually quite interesting approach. And obviously, like they might be putting some leverage that could be really easily used. But there also probably might be the cases where our sexuality might be going in front of us in whatever way. So is it possible to build your image? And again, like I'm not talking about the aspect of the sex, but like in overall, like the attraction, how to do it so that, we could passively use it and people would be aware of it in whatever ways, even before us appearing.
When you have a young sister, you will find something strange. When she will get, I don't know, like 14 or 15, she will try to wear a very short dress. And it's looking very, very doubtfully. She has no form of the body. She just a youngster, and it is too early to wear this kind of clothes. But anyway, she likes it. Another way, sometime you will find a very old guy who is trying to use convertible car without roof, and he already bald and he already had white hair, but he will try to make an eyes for very young girls. And sometimes the girls will go with this guy, but not about him, but about this car. So in Russian language, we also use I don't know how to say, dick prolongation for such kind of cars.
It could be probably an extension, I would say, to this way. So, and my last question then will be how knowing about sexuality could help to make this world a better place.
You know, when you use everything which will help you to move forward, to make your career, to be more successful, it's quite okay. But for example, if you will be shy and you will not use your sexuality, maybe you will lose some attempts. Let me give you an example. When I was working in Kiev, there were a girl. Her name was Larissa. Let me not to tell her surname, and she was smart and fine-looking girl. But when he was moved by me in division to work with private clients, with affluent clients, suddenly I got a lot of appeals because these men were telling that Larissa never looked into the eyes. And when I asked her to come to my office, suddenly I realized that even when working with me, she don't look in the eyes. And I asked her directly, why you do this? You know, it's very strange. We work in a bank, so we should be attentive to our customer. And I like how you work. Was a reason for my promotion. But he told me, I am from east part of Ukraine, and in our culture, it's not okay to be young and to be unmarried and to look to guys in the eyes, into the eyes. And I told him, you know, if you want to stay on the same position with same salary, you should learn how to be untouchable but viewable.
Well, sometimes in order to advance, you need to be adjustable. А мы рассмотрели навык сексуальность и чем он полезен именно вам. Всем мира.